Are you going to sue Dogpack?
Yeah, it ain't looking hot. Mr. Beast plopped down with Oompaville and addressed pretty much all of the questions on a 2.5-hour long interview. It was a massive day for the unemployed.
Would you be willing to put your hand on this Bible?
Okay.
I'm swear.
I'm surprised the Antichrist didn't evaporate after touching the Bible.
Why were you so silent?
Why so serious?
Jokes aside, yours truly will save you 2 hours of time and hit the hard points right here, right now.
Baba Booey.
WestJett.
What is up, crones and dinosaur bones? WestJett 615, Venezuelan trillionaire here, and today we're talking about Mr. Breast. Oh, and literally 0% of you are subscribed, so be sure to subscribe, yeah.
People allege that you hired a registered sex offender named Delaware. There's a big whole conspiracy with it. Why did you hire Delaware, and were you aware that he was a sex offender before you hired him?
What people are envisioning is completely different than what actually happened. Yes, I did hire him. No, I did not know he was a registered sex offender. There's a rumor that's gone around that said that he sat me and my mom down and told us. Obviously, I don't remember that happening.
Your Honor, my client doesn't remember. He's clear. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and I personally don't think he would hire a sex offender like that on purpose, because why sacrifice your business for a dude you barely even know?
Obviously, when I was a teenager, I didn't know what a background check was. And I just hired a couple people there that wanted to help me make videos.
And like low-key, I could give this one a bit of a pass. I didn't vet my thumbnail guys either. He could have been at the Diddy party for all I know. And we finally get an answer about the Shadman poster on the wall, which we've been waiting to see for a while.
We did miss a few questions, and I called Jimmy the next morning to get clarification on a few more things, specifically Ava Shadman. We'll talk a little bit about Ava Tyson and specifically the Shadman stuff.
What do you got to say for yourself, Mr. Beast?
Did you know about the painting in... did you know about that? Have you ever interacted with Shadman before? Like, what is your relation to that, and specifically that relationship between Shadman and Ava Tyson and you?
The reason why Oompaville's calling over the phone is because he forgot to ask the question. And, you know, it would be really easy to shit on the guy and be like, you didn't push hard enough, you like neglected stuff, but he did a decent job for getting information out there.
Admittedly, it was a weird image. I didn't know who made it. You know, I just kind of assumed it was a meme. To be honest, I didn't really think too much of it because we just had like a lot of anime posters and things up, and it was an animated character that was clothed, obviously. And yeah, knowing what I know about Shadman now, it was a very weird thing to buy. I'm not really sure why she bought it.
Well, you clearly know why. You know, I know a deranged porn addict when I see one. But to say he's involved by association would be like saying Trump is involved with Epstein because he took a photo with him. I'd also take a photo with him. He's rich.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Mr. Beast also addressed the illegal lottery accusations, and this one was a good one.
Do you believe that you ran an illegal lottery? Did you believe at the time? What was your mindset? Did you check with the FCC? Was there any compliance, any steps taken to prevent this? What is your just perspective on that?
Yes. So I don't think we did. I have people looking into it and like trying to pull the footage and figure it out. You know, he disproved the two, which I mean, those were crazy. I don't want to just like speculate. I have a team looking into it. I don't think we did though.
I personally think this was a bit of a shit question, because even if he did run an illegal lottery and thought he did, why the hell would he admit that in front of millions of people? And of course his answer is gonna sound all lawyerese and stuff, because you're literally asking him to admit to a crime.
But regardless, just to be truthful, if people want a refund or think for whatever reason like we did something wrong, like I'll send you a link.
Like, even if you hate the guy, it's like the least he could do really in this situation. I wish Oompaville pushed harder on the signed merch though, because even if Mr. Beast gives his friends permission to sign the merch and it's technically not illegal, I feel like it's still a bit of a scummy thing to do. It does make it feel less authentic, and in my opinion devalues the brand value of your signature.
I just want to like say like I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. Even though I've done this, like this thing here, and we're addressing a lot of things, like...
Now you might be asking yourself, WestJett, why did he take so long to reply? God damn it, it's been 4 months. I almost fell asleep. And that's because he listened to the men in suits who were running an external investigation on his company, and his lawyers suggest that he didn't talk, and honestly, a little bit of a blunder. He should have done this way earlier, and he agrees.
Yeah, if I could go back in time, I would do what we're doing here, because I assume this is like the correct format. It's going to be a little bit more free-flowing and natural.
Sounds like something the Antichrist would say.
Dogpack actually cut a part out of his first video about you being the Antichrist. Did you see that?
I did.
What'd you think of that?
Like, you actually can't fake this reaction. Dude is genuinely in the thick of it.
I mean, you did get here a little fast, to be honest. You teleported
The sad
in.
part is he was being serious in it. And,
Yeah, he cut that part out.
And that he showed that part publicly, and people still were like,
Okay, I just watched like one video and read the Wikipedia article on the Book of Revelation. I'm just gonna present the evidence that MrBeast is the Antichrist. First, the beast from the sea, who is the Antichrist, and the second beast from the earth.
I don't know, boys. I think he's onto something. It wasn't only Dogpack talking about this, though. The whole side of Schizo Twitter, including Andrew Tate, was on top of this.
The beast from the Bible itself, in a Christian country, America. If he had any semblance of honor, he wouldn't be accepting all this transgender shit from his friend. He'd tell his friend to step down and be a in private.
No comment. Not my fight.
and like he unironically was claiming I was the Antichrist in the same video as all these other accusations, but everyone's like, oh, that's the only crazy accusation. Everything else is true. When I saw that, I was like, okay, now people are gonna like be like, okay, maybe he's just, but didn't change anything.
Let's take a step back and put ourselves in Mr. Beast's shoes for a second. Like iDubbbz, let's unlock empathy here. And, it does sound like it sucks. I'm also glad Mr. Beast addressed the CoffeeZilla video because, quite frankly, in my opinion, that was the most important thing to address.
Why did you not disclose that you had a vested interest in the coin that you were tweeting about? Super question mark.
Well, I replied to a tweet, so I didn't tweet it out. And I think a lot of people, that are just getting second hands of the story think I literally tweet out, go buy super, go buy super. And I know the next thing where people are going to go, but this was a planned coordinated thing. It wasn't. It's not like I'm on the phone with the people managing the crypto fund going, hey, I'm about to reply super to this tweet.
Legally, I don't think he's in any trouble here. You're allowed to reply to a tweet. And as he said himself, he didn't tell anybody to buy it. But it is kind of dumb to even get involved in crypto, which is why I think he had a fund manage it.
Whatever. People who don't like me, like he said in the video, are not going to like me. And they're, going to run with it. People who do like me are going to be like, oh, it was managed by a fund. And Jimmy has answers for everything, which... it's not excuses. I literally was just a fund. I was not the one buying or selling or anything. You know what I mean?
Realistically, if he has nothing to hide, he has to go on CoffeeZilla. I'm tired of this MrBeast drama, and at this point, I genuinely don't care anymore. Even if a fund wasn't managing and he crypto scammed a bunch of people, these are still adults purchasing coins because they saw an influencer talk or tweet about this. Like, some of the blame falls onto the victims, too. They're kind of stupid. Of course, I don't mean open all the floodgates for crypto scams and blame the victims, but, come on, guys. The one thing that Oompa did mess up on is this would have been a perfect segue to push MrBeast about Logan Paul. Genuinely, why associate with Logan Paul? Partnering up with somebody that controversial isn't a smart decision, and honestly, MrBeast probably sees that now.
I think we can all agree that Lunchley, kinda cringe. Logan Paul KSI collab, kinda, that's a yikes out of 10, okay?
Maybe I'm talking for myself, but other than the sex offender thing, which he cleared up and was kind of debunked, most people only really cared about the Logan collab.
And the fucking mold situation, that is disgustingly messed up, and I'm never eating that shit in my life.
True, but MrBeast had an explanation about that as well.
The mold thing, here's the thing. We, every single Lunchley with cheese meat is USDA inspected. There is no mold when it leaves our factory. We have the highest QC standards imaginable. But take a specific brand that comes into your mind when you think of something like Lunchley, something that's very similar, specific brand, I don't know, other brands, competitors, and Google their name and put the word mold behind it. You'll see thousands upon thousands of examples.
I googled Lunchables mold and Lunchley is literally stealing their valor. This is unheard of.
A truck that's delivering it could technically take a sharp turn and a box fall and puncture the seal, or honestly, even something as dumb as when it's put on the shelves at the store. I can't stop someone from walking to Walmart and grabbing a Lunchley,
right,
going to the potato chip aisle, putting it there, and then a day later, an employee going, that doesn't belong there, and put it back in.
Right.
Everyone who isn't downright retarded doesn't care about the mold in Lunchley. Obviously, things are gonna happen. No one expects 100% of your product to be good. The only real issue people had with it was maybe the marketing and people calling it a healthy alternative, and maybe the person you collaborated with, but I digress.
By commenting on his video, you left a comment on Soggy's video after it was posted. You said, this is finally a video that doesn't spread baseless slander about me.
Yeah, I mean,
lol.
obviously that was a stupid comment, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, how do you think that looks? I mean...
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
Especially the LOL, that just,
Yeah.
Next
sad, yeah.
question.
MrBeast also was impulsive and messaged creators to cover the soggy cereal video, which is a blunder on his behalf, and he agrees there as well. And I'ma keep it a buck. I don't really care about any of the CGI allegations or like stuff he does to edit his videos to make them look better. I want to end this video talking about the charity thing because MrBeast had a blunder in editing and it looked really bad for him.
That's hospital thing. A lot of people made videos saying Beast Philanthropy is fake and saying we fake our philanthropy, and it's specifically attacking it. And then, like that whole 100% of the revenue on the charity, on the channel is what we use to fund the charity. And that like spooked off a lot of people because they're like, oh, so this charity is not authentic. Because like obviously people don't want to work with a charity that's not legit, which Beast Philanthropy is as legit as it gets.
Go after MrBeast all you want, but you gotta be a low-key bit of a loser to go after a 501c3 and try to like discredit his charity and ruin it.
Editing mistake, which I get now. I'm sounding like I'm downplaying. I mean, it was just a mistake in editing. Doesn't discredit all the projects Beast Philanthropy has done around the world and the tens of thousands of lives it's changed. And
I know a lot of people for a fact they're gonna say WestJett, he only does the charity to paint himself in a good light. He only does it for views and money. And to that I say, who gives a f? He could have the worst intentions ever and he's still helping the charity.
I mean, that's something I'm never gonna get away from. Till the day I die, people are always gonna say, oh, you only do it because it's on camera. And
this is quite literally a catch-22. He can't do anything in this situation. People are gonna criticize him no matter what. And El Bozo.
If I had just started any other channel, like, I don't know, like a channel where I just sit down and talk and kept all the money and just bought a $10 million mansion after like 2 years, I think that universe where I just sit down and talk and buy a $10 million mansion and make a video on the mansion, that version of me would get maybe 1% of the shit.
Yeah, I'm done with this MrBeast shit. Unless MrBeast himself hops on my channel to debate the War of 1812 and all its intricacies, I'm like genuinely, I don't even care anymore.